Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to grow that small account. What's the best strategy, the best approach? What broker do I use? So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button, subscribe. But if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's fantastic. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat. But more importantly, we actually teach you to trade. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. This is honest strategies that I've learned over the past 7 years. So click that link, sign up, and I will see you guys in there. It's absolutely awesome if you guys want to elevate your trading game. So guys, let's dive into this here. So this is probably one of the most common questions that I get asked is, Carter, I want to grow an account. How do you do it? So the first thing that you need to realize is trading is actually very difficult. Most traders fail. And the reason why, in my opinion, is because the barrier to entry is so easy, right? Anybody can be 18, open up a Robinhood account, start day trading, start swing trading. And obviously, just like any other profession, if you're not educated, you're gonna lose, right? If you're a doctor and you don't go to med school, yeah, not gonna happen. If you're an engineer that doesn't go to some sort of engineering program or have an education, yeah, you're not going to be successful in that field. So trading is the exact same thing. You have to have education and practice before you start being profitable. I've seen several traders tell me, Carter, no, I'm naturally gifted with trading. It's just kind of how I roll. This is just who I am. I'm a trader. Within 3 months, they call me back and go, hey, what was your course again? Hey, what was this again? So focus on education, understanding that trading is difficult, but you can do so, and be that successful trader. You just got to pretty much invest in yourself. And all right, enough with that. Let's kind of talk about here what I do. So for me, the first thing I want to talk about is you want to trade with fraction shares, right? With a small account, like $100, maybe $50, you want fraction shares. So you want to use brokers like Robinhood or Moomoo. Moomoo's the broker I use and would highly recommend. And let's have a quick word from them. I know a lot of you are just getting started with investing, and one app that I've been using is called Moomoo. It's super beginner friendly, but still gives you pro level tools like live market data, easy to read charts, and news all in one place. And the best part, new users can get up to 60 free stocks when you open up an account with qualifying deposit. And honestly, that's actually why I tried it. And I've been using it ever since. Check out the link down below if you guys are curious. Yeah, Moomoo did sponsor this video, but more importantly, I actually use their product. So if you want to start trading, click that link and you guys can get up to like 60 free stocks just by signing up. But the reason why I love, fraction shared broker is you can capitalize on your entries. You can use, your whole account balance rather than just, a couple of shares or a certain percentage. So it's a lot easier way to really grow it. All right, the next thing here is obviously focus on A+ setups, right? Only trade stocks that meet your criteria. Always choose quality over quantity, and it's always better to be patient and wait for those A+ setups. All right, another thing here that I think is important is to keep a trading journal. Keeping a trading journal is so important because you can focus on, the strategies that work. You can figure out what's working, what's not working, and it just helps you learn more as a trader. All right, enough with that. Let's talk about here a strategy that I've used over the past 7 years that works very, very well. So the approach here is just a simple breakout strategy. Now, the first thing I look for is a stock that has some sort of upward trend in the past year. So you guys can see these lines here that represents months. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in the past year, we've seen great growth going from $6 all the way up to highs at 32, selling off. But as we zoom out, you guys can see that it's actually on that downward trend. But as long as we have a short-term, upward trend, you can still trade very, very well with it. The next thing here that I look for is support. Support is just where a stock has natural tendencies of getting buying pressure. And you guys can see here, this red line is what we call a 200-day EMA line. This has tendencies in the past to act as, act as support. So you guys can see it's hit it once, twice, 3 times, and then recently right here was 4. So after that, the next thing I look at is an indicator by the name of the RSI, which was trading for about a 30, which the last time it was trading for a 30, it was back in this range. And you guys can see we saw great growth. So now let's go over this again. We have a stock on an upward trend, sold off down to that 200-day moving average line, which is a recent support for the stock. It's undervalued on the RSI. Now, most traders would go, all right, it's time to buy. Well, no, you want to look at other time frames. One time frame could be telling you one thing, and then another could be telling you another. So going ahead and looking at the hourly, or even in some circumstances like the 4-hourly, works very, very, very well. So you guys can see, looking at that hourly time frame, that it was just forming just this general downward trend, and the stock popped up from pretty much 19 to 21. Our entry point was actually near and around the 21 25 area. So we did not buy at the peak bottom. We did not, obviously we haven't sold just yet. But now here, as the stock continues to rally its way up, we'll just keep our stop loss up and up and up. So as this continues to move its way up, we're going to just continue to let this thing ride. So obviously, before we took this trade, what did we do? We set an alert above this trend line. So if it popped up, we'd be ready to rock and roll. We also used an indicator by the name of the MACD. You guys can see that beautiful signal line right here where we have the orange line break up through that blue line. You guys can see, which historically is a really good entry point for a stock. Now, the next thing here that I want to show you guys is this is the position that we're in on. Let's show you guys one here that is actually performing very, very well with pretty much the same approach. Most of these are that same approach. And if we go ahead and we can look at a company like, let's just go Meta, because this thing has been rallying like crazy. But looking at that daily time frame, you guys can see that huge downward trend. Great breakout, great entry point, and now the stock has been just rallying its way up, right? So very similar approach, right? Stock in an upward trend, downward trend, set an alert above it, popped up, entry point, hourly time frame, for that entry, you guys can see a lot better there. It's rallying its way up. We're just continuing to hold this thing, because I have no incentive to sell right now because their cost is so cheap. But very simple, very similar and same approach. So if you're watching this, guys, here's the thing that you guys need to focus on. You need to try to keep your emotions in check. Understand that losses are part of the game, but you just got to stick to your trading plan and continue to choose quality over quantity. Don't get involved in these high growth, high risk, meme stocks. Focus on quality stocks. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, follow, and take care.